Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Uncle. Today we have another meeting with Uncle, and I would like to request viewers to subscribe the channel and like the video. We have another questions which is very much important for the Pakistan. The statement is we don't have leaders nor the institutions. So could you please tell us, Uncle, what are the causes behind that, and please highlight the topic. What could we do for that? Please, thank you.
Well, Tahir, it's always nice to see you, and you sounds and look very enthusiastic for the topic, and it's very, very important. As you know, our country is not doing very well. If we believe we are doing well, that means we are trying to spread the information which is not true. As you can see how the country is working these days, and how much unrest could be found, and so many people are assaulted, killed, and so many places there is things which are not appropriate when a government is successful. So I would be coming to your topic and the question. I do understand your question, why don't we have leaders? And that's a very good statement, because the truth is we do not have the leaders. A country which is led by successful and good leaders cannot have a result as Pakistan, or the attitude of Pakistan, or the mindset of Pakistan, or the way Pakistanis are behaving at the moment in their daily life, in their future program. And they are not learning nothing from the past. And there is nobody who could teach them or who could let them know what our history has been, and through what kind of sacrifices we have gone through to get this country. And by that time, some leaders which are admirable, and let's say our Qaeda-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is a great leader, and so was Allama Iqbal. Both of them, great leaders. One is philosopher and thinker, initiator, motivator, Allama Iqbal, and Qaeda-e-Azam, the guy who can deliver anything, because that was his leadership. He delivered to the people of India and got you this wonderful country. At that time, Pakistan, everybody was happy, and it was a great addition on the map of the world, which we were proud, and we are proud now, but we have not delivered the message of the Qaeda-e-Azam ahead. In 24 years of existence, we lost one part of Pakistan. That is a tragedy. Then, after a few years, we forgot, and we almost forgot, and then West Pakistan became Pakistan. And we are all after it, that Pakistan, Pakistan, Pakistan. We completely forgot where Bangladesh is existing after 52 years of time. It's almost more than half century. We have been broken, and it was a knife in our heart. But nobody cared for that. Look at what we are doing. Look at the leadership. Look at their body language. Look at their speeches. Look at the way how they dress. Look at the way the institutions they have gone to learn, let's call economics, political science, international relations, law, or any other subject which could be a real good base to develop a leadership for nations. But we do not have institutions either. Let me start even from the beginning. We don't teach people how to express themselves, how to make our message clear, how to be truthful in that message. For example, speech. Let's take an example of United States. In school, in colleges, in primaries, in kinder, in high-level institutions, they have a subject called speech, and how can you deliver your message, and how can you read your essay and let the other understand what your thoughts are, and how can you deliver it as a speaker. So they convert you first into a speaker. You're good or bad, it comes later. But you got to be a very good speaker. You go to a class of 30 students, 40 students in the United States, and if they have to deliver an essay or a topic, each one of them will be speaking such a fine English with a good intonation and good grammar and good content, and you would see you cannot even match or differentiate between them. Okay, this is better, or the other one is better, or the other one is better, or the other one is better. They are all good, sir, because they have found where the leader should start as a machine, as a machinery, or as a box, or as a person who is holding some intelligence to lead. So leader, the word leader itself explains what leadership could be. उर्दू में अगर मैं कहूँ तो वो रहनुमा, जो आदमी रास्ता बता सकता है उसी को रहनुमा कहते हैं. अगर आप में बोलने की भी सलाहियत नहीं, switching back to English because all this lecture I'm going to go in English. So if you can't deliver your message, how can you let the other to understand what you are trying to explain, what your mottos are, what your fundamentals are, and what your agenda is? You don't have it. And on these things, there aren't many institutions, neither on government level, neither on semi-private level, neither on purely private. We don't have any interconnection with other countries, in particular knowing that we are lacking so many things to learn about how to be a leader. The topic is how to be a leader. The basics are not being taught. The basics are not being shared. So if it's not taught and it's not shared, and you don't have the structure to make some institutions which are designed to convert just a normal person but intelligent and very capacitated and highly educated, to convert into a leader of a nation like Pakistan. So what is happening is neither institution nor leaders, but you know, the criterion to select a leader or to elect a leader cannot be defined even the institution. There may be some. I would not say that we don't have even one institution. There are some institutions which are trying to compete with international level to teach you about how to be a successful leader. But I would not mention the names, what I would say here. But the people who are the real criteria or the criterion to find out this man could be a leader, they do not have the capacity nor knowledge nor education to understand what your message could be and how it could be delivered at their level. Because the reason not to get delivered is, even if you learn few things about leadership and you want to explain them, they feel blocked and it's not happening. There's no communication. You're talking about something else, they picked it up for something else. And right there the confusion starts. Now when you know in your mentality, like a third world country, which we are, let me clarify this. We are a third world country. And I don't think so in a nearby future we are going to be a first grade country. Our talent has gone, we are not learning things. The process of teaching and preparing people, giving them the training converting them into successful, good leaders, knowledgeable leaders. We are not doing that. And the one or the few who could lead the country, they cannot be understood by the crowd which is holding Pakistan. 23 crores of people. 20 crores are ignorant. With Angotha chap, can you believe that? With the thumb he signs. With the thumb he signs on a register to receive his daily wages. What is he going to understand? The delicacy of human right and the leadership and the economic system which is going to benefit him. But we cannot be hopeless. There are many things still could be done for a country which is ignorant enough not to produce good leaders. And if there are some, could be one or two or three maybe, they cannot deliver their message because the crowd or the public of this country is very, very ignorant. And that's a shame, my friend. In the 21st century, millennium after millennium, 21st century, you don't have schools, you don't have universities for 23 crores. You have maybe 300 universities. Is it the number for 23 crores of people? You should have at least 5 lakhs universities. That is the number which qualify for Pakistan to hold education in this country. So what is happening? We have no infrastructure, no design, no planning, and through those drawbacks, we produce the leaders if we have some institution to develop them as leaders. So they are eventually or naturally going to fail because the level in his knowledge and the people who are following him is so big, sky to earth. So everything from the sky is going to be fallen but not delivered. They will not understand. What they want, the basic needs should be fulfilled. That could be understood by the most ignorant because everybody knows when he is or she is hungry. Everybody knows if they are naked, they need the clothes. Everybody knows they need a place to sleep. If we haven't done the workshop to fulfill these 3 little demands, which is the basic right of the national of this country, what can you deliver, my dear friend? Let's take an example of Imran Khan. He studied in Oxford. He cannot deliver a good speech. Imran Khan, if you want to learn Urdu, you better take some lessons from Fazlur Rahman. What a magnificent speaker in Urdu. I admire his Urdu. I don't care how he thinks and what he does and what kind of leader he could be. But he has one quality. He speaks our national language so well. Let's take another example of Bilawal, young chap. He could be my son. You should learn English from Bilawal. So we do have in our political system some people who do know what languages could affect or is a tool to let the people understand your message clear. It's a shame Bilawal speaks such a bad Urdu, and he should practice on that, and he should learn that. So as you, Prime Minister, you should learn English because Bilawal's English is very good. So there are 2 examples. The others are Ayabasha, the bad accent in Urdu as well as in English, and you just destroyed it. So the tool to deliver your message effectively, you've already damaged it. Then the difference of classes. Then the difference of so many financial factors. Then the difference of so many social factors. Elite. You just tie and suit and take a car like Honda car and you believe you have a class. When you eat, your mouth doesn't shut. And when you're eating, you still talks. And you throw the food from your mouth. Those are your manners. You're an official function. That's what you're learning. What are you going to teach to the nation? which cannot understand what is right or what is wrong because of their ignorance, because there is no light. It's all darkness. You have to light it up and show them the way. Because that's what they deserve. They have elected you. Right or wrong, you have become their leader. And they should follow you. It's your responsibility to teach them whatever the level is. We're not hopeless. The other thing, we don't learn from other nations. Go to Japan, take a course for leadership. Go to the United States, take a course for leadership. Go to England, take a course for leadership. Nobody is coming to Pakistan to get a course or to get a degree to lead the world, because you failed as a leader completely. Go to Indonesia, they have set up great examples. Go to Philippines, they have great leaders. Go to Russia, they have great leaders. France, Germany, wonderful countries with wonderful leaders, with a high level of consciousness, with the most delicate knowledge about each and every single subject. That's the way, my dear friend, the institutions are produced. Germany has 8,000 some 100 museums. I was in Beach Luxury Hotel attending a seminar about 3-4 years ago. And when the German consulate came, our people were trying to let him speak and help out the Pakistani, some artists and writers, to make a guild or make an international venture, a museum or a couple of museums. And they were trying to raise the funds. And he was invited as a German consulate. And when he spoke the numbers, Germany has more than 8,000, few hundred museum. I was shocked, and I pinned up above my chair and stand up and clapped for him and for Germany. Can we become a nation like that? Can we learn something? Keep the religion apart. Do not mix it as a shield to hide your mistakes and your incapabilities and your incapabilities, and you are not qualified to understand the globalization which come in assembly. We go to the Senate, we go to United Nations and different countries to speak, and we say we have some respect and we are an independent country, we have a flag and we have an anthem and we have a policy and we have a design, we have a religion. But whichever thing you touch, you convert into dust, my friend, because your knowledge to understand is so low. How could be your leader? And how can you convert the other guy into a leader? It's all nonsense. So let's start from letter A, or in Urdu, from Alif, Be, Te. We are at that level. And we should remember, we should make the psychology. There is no knowledge at all. Malumat ka fuqdan hai. Not many libraries, not many good books. Habit to read, write, listen, it's all damaged. So are the leaders with that capacity. If the nation is like that, how can a leader could deliver or become a good leader? Because he knows or she knows he doesn't have to work or exercise or worry about this. Even with the very inferior knowledge, he can lead the country, because the one who are following are the worst. So I would speak on this topic again, and I would say we should take some help from experts. Let's say Europe. I don't mind. That's the truth. How far you can just go and do this kind of develop bigger differences all the time, because they're so advanced and we are not, and we feel jealous, we feel prejudice for them, the religious, the political, the social, the cultural. No. This is not the path for globalization. This is not the path to grow together. This is not the path for the brotherhood. This is not the path to love the fellow man, and this is not the path for learning. Without learning, you cannot be a leader and you cannot lead. Dot. So drop it. Learn. Make up your mind to be a good student, because that's what you are right now, a student. You can't be a leader because your knowledge is outdated. Your knowledge is so little. You cannot lead a country like Pakistan. You need some help. Get it from outside, doesn't matter. Make them your teachers. Make them your mentor. There's nothing wrong in it. They build a car and you use it and you're proud of it. You go to on a TV and you believe I have an Audi and I'm wearing Chanel 5 and that is the perfume France is producing. Not you, not that Audi from Switzerland. Huh? Not that Mercedes Benz or BMWs, great cars. सड़ी हुई रोडों पे आप चला रहे हैं, आपका गार्ड आगे है, पीछे आपकी गाड़ियाँ चल रही हैं, रोड पे रेंजर्स हिल रही है, फौज हिल रही है, आप आ रहे हैं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब फ्लैग हिल रहा है, शहर में बदबू आ रही है, आपके कचरा पड़ा हुआ है, आप मतलब tinted गाड़ियों में बैठ के, एयर कंडीशन गाड़ियों में बैठ के समझ रहे हैं, I am the Prime Minister of Pakistan and I am doing such a great job. Do not fool yourself. Do not live in the paradise of fools. You all, the government and the so-called leaders. Shame on you. Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistan Zindabad.